Since the dawn of humanity, the stars have captivated us. They have served as beacons of navigation, inspiration for countless myths and legends, and objects of intense scientific study. Our ancestors looked up at the night sky and saw patterns, stories, and even gods. Today, we continue to be fascinated by these celestial objects, driven by an insatiable curiosity to understand their nature, their origins, and the secrets they hold. One of the fundamental ways we connect with the stars is by giving them names. Names make these distant glowing balls of gas feel familiar, relatable, and even more intriguing. But have you ever wondered how stars get their names? What stories do these names tell us about our ancestors and our evolving understanding of the universe? This cosmic tale of naming stars is a journey through history, culture, and science. It's a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the cosmos, and our quest to make sense of our place within it. Join me as we unravel the mysteries behind the names that illuminate the night sky. Long before the invention of the telescope, our ancestors recognized the importance of stars. They observed patterns in the night sky and noticed that these patterns remained constant from night to night, season to season. These patterns, which we call constellations, became the canvas upon which ancient cultures projected their myths, beliefs, and stories. The names given to stars and constellations varied widely from culture to culture. Ancient Egyptians saw gods and goddesses in the stars, associating Orion with Osiris, the god of the underworld. The Greeks wove intricate tales of heroes and monsters, immortalizing them in constellations like Perseus, Andromeda, and Cetus. These early names were more than just labels, they were reflections of the human experience imbued with cultural significance and passed down through generations. They served as mnemonic devices, aiding navigation, agriculture, and timekeeping. As our understanding of the universe evolved, so too did our methods of naming stars. The invention of the telescope in the 17th century revolutionized astronomy, allowing us to see farther into space and with greater clarity than ever before. With this newfound clarity came the realization that the number of stars in the universe was far greater than previously imagined. Astronomers like Tycho Brahe and Johannes Kepler meticulously charted the positions and movements of stars, creating comprehensive star catalogs. These catalogs required a more systematic approach to naming, moving away from the purely mythological names of the past. One system that emerged during this period was the Bayer designation, introduced by Johann Bayer in his 1600 three-star atlas, Uranometria. Bayer assigned Greek letters to stars within a constellation based roughly on their apparent brightness, with alpha typically representing the brightest star, beta the second brightest, and so on. For example, Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, is also known as Alpha Canis Majoris. With the advent of even more powerful telescopes and the discovery of millions upon millions of stars, a need arose for a centralized body to oversee the naming of celestial objects. This need led to the formation of the International Astronomical Union, or IAU, in 1919. The IAU, comprised of professional astronomers from around the globe, is recognized as the sole authority responsible for assigning official names to celestial objects. This includes not only stars but also planets, moons, asteroids, and even features on these objects. The IAU's mission is to ensure consistency, clarity, and avoid duplication in the vast and ever-growing catalog of celestial objects. The IAU's role in naming stars is crucial in maintaining order and facilitating clear communication among astronomers worldwide. Without a centralized system, the field of astronomy would be plagued by confusion and ambiguity, hindering scientific progress. You might be surprised to learn that most stars visible to the naked eye already have names, many dating back centuries. These names often have Arabic, Greek, or Latin origins, reflecting the cultures that made significant contributions to early astronomy. However, the vast majority of stars are far too faint to be seen without a telescope. These stars are assigned designations based on their position, brightness, or catalog number. For instance, a star might be named HD 123456, indicating its entry in the Henry Draper catalog, a massive astronomical star catalog. While the IAU doesn't typically assign proper names to newly discovered stars, there are exceptions. On rare occasions, the IAU will hold public naming campaigns, allowing people from around the world to submit and vote on names for exoplanets and their host stars. Section 6. Stories etched in the stars, unveiling the myths. Many star names we use today have fascinating stories behind them. Take for example the star Sirius, mentioned earlier. Its name comes from the ancient Greek word for scorching or searing, a fitting description for the brightest star in our night sky. In ancient Egypt, Sirius's annual appearance on the horizon coincided with the flooding of the Nile, making it a crucial star for agriculture and timekeeping. Another captivating story surrounds the constellation Ursa Major, or the Great Bear. In Greek mythology, Ursa Major represents Callisto, a nymph who was transformed into a bear by the jealous goddess Hera. The constellation's 7 brightest stars form the easily recognizable Big Dipper asterism, a familiar sight in the northern hemisphere sky, and a valuable navigational tool for centuries. These stories, passed down through generations, remind us that the stars have always held a special place in human imagination and culture. They connect us to our ancestors, their beliefs, and their understanding of the universe. Section 7. When Science Meets Mythology. Interestingly, some star names that originated in mythology have taken on new meaning in the context of modern astronomy. Algol, the second brightest star in the constellation Perseus, is a prime example. In Greek mythology, Algol represents the glowing eye of Medusa, the monstrous Gorgon who could turn anyone who looked at her to stone. Today, we know that Algol is an eclipsing binary star system, meaning that its 2 stars orbit each other, periodically blocking one another's light from our perspective. This causes Algol to visibly dim and brighten over a regular cycle, a phenomenon that ancient astronomers likely observed and associated with the blinking eye of Medusa. This fascinating intersection of mythology and science highlights how our ancestors' observations, though interpreted through the lens of their time, often contained kernels of astronomical truth that we continue to unravel today. Section 8. Beyond the Familiar, a glimpse into stellar catalogs. While the familiar names of bright stars are steeped in history and mythology, the vast majority of stars in astronomical catalogs have less poetic designations. These designations often consist of a combination of letters and numbers representing a star's position, brightness, or catalog number. For example, the star HD 189733 is so named because it was the 189,733rd star catalogued in the Henry Draper catalog, a massive astronomical project completed in the early 20th century. This catalog, along with others like the Hipparcos catalog and the Gaia catalog, provides astronomers with a wealth of information about stars, including their positions, movements, distances, and compositions. While these alphanumeric designations may lack the romanticism of traditional star names, they are essential for astronomers to organize and study the vast number of stars in our galaxy and beyond. Section 9. The ever-expanding universe of names. As our telescopes become more powerful and our understanding of the universe deepens, the number of known stars continues to grow exponentially. The Gaia Space Observatory, launched in 2013, has already mapped the positions and movements of over 1 billion stars in our galaxy, and that's just the beginning. This ever-expanding catalog of stars presents both a challenge and an opportunity for star naming. While the IAU continues to be the official arbiter of celestial nomenclature, there is growing interest in finding new and creative ways to connect with the stars. Some organizations and initiatives are exploring the possibility of incorporating names from different cultures, recognizing the contributions of underrepresented communities to astronomy. Others are looking to engage the public in the naming process, allowing people to propose and vote on names for newly discovered objects. As we venture further into the cosmos, the story of star naming is far from over. It's a story that continues to evolve, reflecting our changing understanding of the universe and our enduring fascination with the celestial tapestry that stretches above us.